I glared at him, refusing to engage in his banter. Then I couldn't help adding, "Is that so?" He gave an exaggerated sigh as he fixed his already perfect hair in the mirror. "Things that are older are sturdier." He glanced at me, his eyes traveling down my body. "Well built, and they last much longer than their newer counterparts. Don't you agree?" "Stop it." I tried to focus on the papers in front of me and not on the light in his eyes, or the smile on his face, or that purr in his voice. Don't rise to the bait, although a certain part of me had already disobeyed that order. Over the years, I'd learned how to control my body and my reactions. Benji broke through all of that. But it didn't matter how attracted I was to him. I wouldn't give in. It really wasn't about the school's policy on teacher-student fraternization, or the fact that he was my TA, my employee. The problem was how young he was. Practically a babe. Was he the same age as Reed, or younger? When my brother was born, I was 13, already a teenager. I had my first sexual experience at 16. Benji would have been a toddler. That helped douse my lust a bit. If I didn't look at him, or smell his sweet, fresh lavender scent, or listen to his voice. "I didn't call you in here to talk about your love of antiques." He shrugged. "You're the one who brought it up." "Even so." "That makes me think you do want to talk about it," he interrupted. "And although you appreciate antiques, I want to reassure you that there are many newer things that are just as worthwhile. They can't last as long, but they are often more flexible, adaptable, able to take care of whatever you need." I started to stand and thought better of it. No reason to let him see how his words affected me. "Have a seat, Mr. Carter." He sauntered over and slid into the chair in front of my desk. Something about the look he gave me, with his head bowed slightly and staring at me from under his lashes, seemed to say he was obeying me, and that it was his choice. His fingers traced the grain in the wood, and I bit back a groan. What would it feel like if he touched me like that? All reverence and adoration. "Stop flirting with me, and stop molesting my desk." He placed his hands flat on the table, but that wasn't much better. He spread his fingers, and I imagined them against my skin. His fingers stretched to touch as much of me as possible. "Is that what I'm doing? Flirting with you? I thought we were discussing old wood and young things."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.